This is Christine Brown, and while I have to listen to this podcast as my motherly duty, you have the choice not to. My sons sometimes say some naughty things when they're trying to be funny, but really, they're just being stupid. If you still want to listen, go right ahead. I am not your mother.
Welcome back to the Pages Dynasty podcast. I'm your host, Andy Brown. We are the podcast where we are going back and rewatching all of the Patriots games of the Dynasty era. But this one's going to be a bit different because there's been some big news lately. But before we get to that,
because we're now a podcast of 4, right, Andy?
We are a podcast. Well, 3.5.
Screw Tom Brady. Let's talk some babies.
Some babies, yeah. So the reason, I think we probably alluded to this on the last podcast, but the reason that we haven't put out an episode in a while is because my wife and I have had a child. So the newest Patriots fan, 7 pounds, 4 ounces, I think.
Well, we'll let him choose for himself.
No, we won't. What kind of parenting is that?
I don't know.
I don't think we'll let him listen to the podcast. That's for sure.
What if he wants to become a Jets fan, Andy?
Then he's going to be an outside baby. So, yes. So that's the big news for me. You guys have any big news?
No.
No. All right. You got snow. That's pretty big news.
Yeah, we got a little bit of snow, but what are you going to do?
Do you still have snow? Has the state opened back up again? No.
70 degrees today on February 3rd.
Good Lord. I don't know. I don't know what the temperature is. I'm not going to give you my New England spiel because I don't even know what day it is. I haven't been outside in a week. I've lived in my bedroom, which has the light blocking curtain, so I couldn't even tell you what time of day it is. Perfect.
Sounds awesome.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sleep whenever the fuck
I hate
you want.
knowing like what time it is, what day it is.
Oh yeah.
That just means my life has been structured by somebody else.
Yep. Well, I mean, technically my life is structured by somebody else too, but it's just like minute by minute instead.
Andy's life just got restructured.
Oh yeah. Very much so. I am no longer in control of my life.
Well, I'm sure all of our listeners, aka Mom, is very happy you carved out time for another podcast.
Oh yes.
Question:
Well,
have you tried breastfeeding him?
He has tried it.
Just a little nibble.
He's been nuzzling. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's not going to work, my friend. That does not work the same way your mom's does. So,
well, I mean, you gotta just show it to him, and that's how babies learn. And you can't just say no, it's not going to work.
My problem is I don't want him choking on the chest hair.
Ugh,
because there's a lot of
terrible visual,
right?
He's like a cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Hocking up fur balls from sucking on Andy's nipples.
Yep.
That's disgusting.
You started this, Craig. Just remember that.
Gross.
So yeah,
we're mature enough for fatherhood.
Oh boy, it's been a learning experience.
Now all of our listeners are regretting that we're doing a podcast right now.
Yeah. Speaking of football, there's big news in the this week in football, the NFL circles, because Tom Brady was rumored to have been retired, and then actually did so a few days later. Adam Schefter needs to keep his face shut on things like this, I think, because that's the second retirement he's ruined, right? He ruined Andrew Luck's retirement.
Andrew Luck's at halftime.
Leaked it.
Yeah, that was even worse.
And then he got booed off the field because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is way worse.
Do you remember that, Steve?
We were at the bar together. Remember, Greg, when that news came out?
Oh, really?
I don't remember. But it was like a preseason game, right? And he was standing in street clothes, and they were booing him in his own stadium.
Yes.
And like you could tell it was like registering with him.
Oh yeah.
And he had like look of panic on his face. It was just like heartbreaking, dude.
It was rough.
He was always such like a nice guy too.
Yeah.
You know.
And gave that city so much as well.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Looking back, Andrew Luck is kind of a G, you know?
Yeah.
He was just like, nah, I'm not going to do this anymore. Not worth it.
Sure.
And it wasn't worth it.
None of the histrionics.
Nope.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Histrionics.
Histrionics.
None of like the needing the media to fawn over him. He's just like,
No.
I'm done.
No farewell tour, no nothing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Brady's on the other hand was stop, start. Maybe
Maybe,
Not.
maybe not. Maybe
I'm gonna
not.
do something, but I'm not gonna manage the Patriots. But then let's just get people talking about it and talking about it and talking about it and talking about it endlessly.
Oh yeah, buy my new clothing line. Buy my new supplement.
Did you listen to Boston Sports Talk this week, Greg?
No,
Okay. I thought like you're a glutton for that sort of punishment. I thought you'd be all over it.
no. I can't do that. I only do that when I come home to visit. You can't take more than like a week of it, and then you just start getting cynical yourself. You know?
yeah.
I can't listen to it for more
It's
than
awful.
10 minutes. Honestly.
Yeah, I can't do it. Just
It's very much like the Nazi Party. You know?
Jesus Christ.
No, Greg, I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to expand on that one.
I think you can figure it out where I'm getting at there.
I don't know.
Who's their Hitler?
I don't know.
Felger.
Probably Felger. Yeah. That's a guess.
Actually, probably Jerry Callahan, if we're being honest.
No, Jerry Callahan is like Heinrich Himmler. He's like the sadistic bastard that's not skilled enough to like really be a leader.
Yeah, okay.
But he's like, he's a grunt that you can send out there to do your awful biddings.
Oh, I just know what Mom is saying right now.
Sometimes a naughty boy.
It's a good analogy.
No.
We can take this really far.
Yeah,
we could
put that out on the internet, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the Twitter account.
Yeah, tweet this. Tweet this for us, Greg. See how that goes.
No, it's a sensitive time after Whoopi Goldberg's comments, Andy. Anyways, back to Tom Brady.
Speaking of football. So we finally did it. Did not play till 45 like he promised. So I'm heartbroken.
Wait, how old is he?
44.
Oh,
I
think
one more year. Although I am, because at the time I was so adamant that he wasn't leaving the Patriots, and then he did, and he broke my heart. I'm kind of happy that he's doing the same to Buccaneers fans, because I saw a lot of people online be like, "Oh, he's not retiring. He's gonna at least one more year, and then he'll retire." And now the Buccaneers organization is fucked, because Gronk is obviously going to retire, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Not
Yeah.
Brady.
I got to admit, I was surprised that he retired,
I was a little bit surprised.
because I always just went with the theory he used to say, like, I'll stop playing when I suck.
Yeah.
And he definitely didn't suck this year.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to win MVP.
And I feel like they kind of let him do whatever he wants in Tampa, as far as like practicing and
Oh yeah. But also, I mean,
control over the team and shit.
yeah, but he's the guy that like isn't going to take advantage of that, right? Like he's still going to stay after practice and do all that bullshit because he just doesn't know how to not do that.
I think that.
Yeah, I would imagine the family.
He probably thought that does he really want to go through try to pull it all together because Godwin's going to leave and maybe Evans goes or they trade and they got a salary cap and not the same team. So he's like, fuck that,
Yeah.
They probably just didn't want to listen to Giselle nag him too. Yeah. Ultimately, we all kind of know that feeling of like, is this worth the nagging that will be associated with it?
So Greg, I just have to ask, how's Kelly doing?
No comment.
At least we got to up our nagging game because you seem to do whatever the fuck you want anyways.
It does feel like
Yeah,
that.
and I deal with a ton of nagging stuff. I've made that decision in my brain.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She's got to get, really on the nagging.
Just like Tom Brady. So Gregory's just like Tom Brady.
Yeah, exactly.
He's immune to nagging.
Except I'm more athletic and my wife's better looking. This is what I always say.
It's younger.
Oh, we still haven't seen you run the 40 yet, Greg.
Yeah, what's further from the truth? Me being more athletic than Tom Brady or Kelly being more attractive than Giselle?
Oh, I am not answering that question.
Because I feel like I have a case on just athleticism,
I don't know.
Get her in here, Greg. Let's find out.
Yeah, right. I mean, you were a D1 athlete, so.
Yeah, I feel like I'm faster than him.
I don't know. Might be even, which I guess
it would depend on how you quantify athletic.
Okay. How do you
Well, I'm gonna
qualify
go-
athletic?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could do like athletic from like good at sports standpoint, or athletic from like how high can you jump, how fast can you run,
Yeah.
how much can you lift? Like those are like the measurables, you know?
Yeah.
You have a better chance on the measurables, Greg.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And even that,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think I'd.
No, I don't think you do either. He's still a
Depends on
professional
which
athlete.
measurables he's using. Are you using his college, combine or current? Because I bet he's a lot better now.
Yeah, I think he's probably faster now.
Oh yeah.
Definitely stronger.
Definitely.
I think
Man,
I
just
think you
about the
should
length
arm
of his
wrestle.
hamstrings.
Oh my goodness,
So much pliability, dude.
so pliable.
Yeah.
He just thinks about lengthening when he gets hit.
I mean,
Oh my God.
in pliability, you don't stand a chance.
And don't even
Much
talk
more
about
pliable.
his elasticity, bro. You fucking get your mind blown.
We can put you in a pretzel.
He's like fucking Gumby out there.
I don't know.
Oh.
It felt different. Like I didn't really care that he retired. I think the
Yeah, me
big
either.
news was in the Patriots. It wasn't like a
Yeah, it felt like he's already left. So
It was kind of a relief. Like, I don't need him winning more Super Bowls
yeah,
with another
yeah.
team.
I don't want him ruining his Patriots legacy with something
Exactly. Splitting the legacy, you know?
else. Right, exactly. Yeah.
Do you think he signs a one-day contract? Yes or no?
I would think so.
Well, let's talk about the farewell post, right?
Right.
The one that they got everybody up.
Right. 7 pages long.
Mhm.
He thanks the Buccaneers coaches, front office,
Mhm.
the guy that stretches him, the water boy, the cheerleaders, the fans, the radio station. He thanks everybody under the sun.
Yeah.
And no mention of the Pats.
Yeah.
Just got some people a little butthurt.
That's what I'm
How
saying.
did you feel about
didn't listen to EEI because that's those. He probably did it just to butthurt those people.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wasn't butthurt. Like
No.
I don't care.
I was a little disappointed.
I'm not, like I didn't really do it, but I thought it was kind of like he's so thoughtful in like what he puts out into the world
Right.
that it did feel like that was intentional.
Oh, because it was
Little
It
bit.
was definitely
Yeah.
intentional.
So
And the picture
that
that he
means,
put
I
out of
don't know.
himself,
Yeah.
the first picture of himself was from the game in Foxborough against the Patriots as a Buccaneer.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Uh-huh.
So,
It's interesting.
Right. So I don't know. Is he sending a message? I don't know.
no,
He doesn't seem like he would be someone that would do that though.
No.
He's doing it to like create buzz and people talking about it. So I said people have just been talking about this shit
that's fair.
endlessly.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. How many news cycles did that?
How many
Fuck up,
eyeballs?
right?
How many times is Tom Brady? And now he's got all these people looking at his TV or his Brady brand now.
Yep.
And then
Maybe
that's
right.
why I think he does sign a one-day contract because that's a whole nother news cycle of like, now he is signing a one-day contract. Now we get to listen to his speech or whatever.
Yeah.
Good point, Steve. I like this angle.
And then there'll be another one when they retire his number in New England. Do they retire his number in Tampa?
That would be embarrassing. if they did that, dude. Holy shit.
They go unretire John Gruden and then retire Brady. Face.
we got a spot for you right here, Tom.
I had to fill it. I just,
Yeah, what if you can reuse any of the letters in John Gruden? You can use the O in John.
Well, we could probably take some from Warren Sapp too.
Oh fuck! Beautiful. Yeah, the Buccaneers are going to be a dumpster fire again, right? We're just
I feel like the
Yeah.
cap's got to be a mess, right?
because they basically
Had a
sold
whole
out to
year.
get Brady and then to load up that team to get him to the Super Bowl that first year. And that window just
It
slammed.
worked though. I mean, they won a Super
Yeah.
Bowl,
Yeah.
and like, you see the same thing with the Rams. They're
I was just
basically
going
like,
to say.
yeah.
Just throwing first-round picks at it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
super
How long
team.
does it? How long does it work for the Rams? Do you think?
The same idea, one and done. Like that's again tough team to keep together and do consistently.
I'll be interested to see how it works out because I don't know that anyone's really
No.
done it to that degree of like, let's
Right.
just not have draft picks.
Yeah, just sell.
I'll be
out every
interested
year.
to see. Yeah. Cause I mean, they still have a good coach.
Yep.
Depends, I guess, Stafford, how long he sticks around. But
Right.
if Stafford retires, I could see that falling apart pretty quick.
You need Donald playing at a high level too.
Yeah.
Donald sucks, dude. I'm sick of people blowing Donald.
What?
Oh, God. Dude.
Go on. Dude, is he Hitler, Greg?
He gets
How does he fit into the Nazi party?
He gets so much love. Every single good. Yeah, he's good, but he's not like he doesn't impact the games like Matt Stafford is way more important for that team than Aaron Donald.
He plays quarterback, no shit.
Yeah. And everybody blows Aaron Donald like he's like this like huge game changer. He put 2 guys on him. He's nobody.
I don't know about that, Greg.
He's good for his position, and he's a dickhead. All these choking things. Have you seen all these choking instances?
Here's why Greg doesn't like him. Now we're getting to the real.
I haven't. I've seen like one.
Yeah, the most recent one where he grabs the guy by the throat, looking like fucking the dude from Star Wars, right? Doing like,
so he's Darth Vader
with "Stop Hate" on the back of his helmet, which is hilarious. But there's another one from a couple of years ago where the game is finished. He doesn't even have his shoulder pads on. He's on the sidelines and everyone's going to the middle. He takes his helmet, puts on his helmet, and runs to the center of the field and seeks out a guy and starts like fucking with him and choking him.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. It was like not like I can almost understand like heat of the moment shit, like it's football.
Yeah.
But that was like he's been sitting and stewing on this thing for like a half a game of football and then thinks to put his helmet on before going out there and choking a random dude at midfield. It's like, what are you doing, dude?
That's ridiculous.
He was competitive, Greg.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know who's a competitive? Darth Vader.
That's true.
And this is why you don't like him, because he's a really good player.
He is good, of course.
So he's like, what, top 5 defensive player in the NFL, Greg?
I'm sure he's one of the best defensive players in the league. Yes.
Okay.
But the way people talk about him, like he's like, some people are like, he could be the best player in NFL history. It's like, come on,
that's ridiculous.
Dude. Like, what are we talking about here?
No, Greg, you're just mixing it up with the Tom Brady retirement news. Because there's a shitload of that going around too.
Yeah.
A lot of filleting Brady from everybody.
That's true.
I'm fine with that. He deserves
I like your marketing angle though, Steve. Now here's a question for you though. Do you think that's coming from Brady, or do you think that's coming from Brady's like marketing manager, social media person?
I don't think
that's a fair question.
It's a person, it's like a whole bunch of people.
Right. Yeah. Whatever. Your team.
He's certainly signing off on it.
Yeah.
It's some combination, but
do you think he's going into these meetings and being like, guys, I want it framed like this because it builds my brand? Or do you think they're coming to him and being like, hey, we can do it this way and you're going to get a ton of clicks, which might be slightly controversial, Like, is he the driving force behind some of this, or do you think
they probably just said like, "Hey, here's all your options about announcing retirement"? This isn't something he just woke up and was like, "Hey, I think I'm going to retire." Right? He's been planning this for years, and they said, "Okay, these are your options," and he must chose the one that generates more. He probably could have posted some really crazy shit too, Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I quit.
I know.
That would have been just posting that gif.
Or even just like posting some shit like talking bad about the Patriots would have got it. Like if he had just gone to Belichick and just like called him up, be like, "Yo, is it cool if I pretend to start some shit with you?" Just like get some like
again, Andy,
some media
mixing up news. That's Brian Flores.
So that's the big deal. Let's move on to that.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it real quick. Brian Flores has sued the NFL, right? The owners, the NFL itself.
He sued the NFL, the Giants, the Broncos, the Dolphins, and the Mondo teams 1 through 29. So pretty much everybody.
Yeah, and the exhibit A in that was his text messages with Bill Belichick, where Bill thought he was talking to Brian Dable and congratulated him on getting the Giants job before he'd even interviewed.
It was like
80
days too, right?
I don't know where my conspiracy hat is. I think my tinfoil's still in the kitchen, but did Belichick do that on purpose?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think so, but this is the best part about it is it's plausibly deniable if he did too.
Right.
If you are gonna do it, that's the best. Like,
oops,
sorry, wrong number.
Old guy with a phone.
Likely than not, though. Like if someone said, "Yeah, Belichick is savvy enough with a phone to be able to like manipulate people, or is he so dumb at his phone that he actually accidentally texts the wrong Brian's?
Which we've all done.
I would say the latter.
It's so relatable. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. But also, like, he'd be like, oh, fuck, I can get back at the Giants here.
Oh, yeah.
That have, fucked me over.
Set it on fire. Or he could be like, some people have seen it. Well, he's jealous of Brady getting all the attention, so he wants to do it.
Yeah, that's the other conspiracy. Yeah.
Have you guys ever done that? I'm trying to rack my brain for like I
do it on Slack. Yeah, I have Slacked people talking about them to them.
Brutal.
Yeah, work people too. Oh shit. Or thinking I'm in like a one-on-one conversation with somebody and realizing that the other person's in there too.
Mm.
Like, ooh,
I've done that. Nothing bad though.
A work instead of a friend with the same name. But
someone at my work, so I just thought of this. They used to like, you'd have to like, company's like 150 people, and you're supposed to like email when you're going to be out on vacation, just so everyone knows. So one guy like emails like the whole company and is like, I'm going to be out on such and such dates, yada, yada, yada. And then one of his buddies that's working with him replies all and goes, no one cares about your stupid ass vacation, bro. And everybody in the fucking company got the email. We're all like, oh shit. Like, Dave, why did you do that? And like, apparently, like when he figured it out, he was just like mortified.
See, I've done that, but on purpose. We had like usually we would have like if people did that, they just email their department. But there was this one developer, Rick, who would email the entire company when he was like, sick or not coming in. So I photoshopped his face onto the Slick Rick CD cover, but made it Sick Rick, and send it back. Be like, I hope you feel better, Rick. Replied all to everybody, and he never sent one to the whole company again.
That's smart.
So, yeah, problem solved.
Or Rick. He's sick and he's getting fucking bundled on reply alls.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Bodied out there.
This was also the type of guy who would come in first thing in the morning and crack a Diet Coke. And have
dude.
6 or 7 during the day. Just like his blood must have been like battery acid.
Dude, some people love Diet Coke.
They love that shit.
They crush it.
Yeah. It's like a legitimate addiction. I lived with a guy who was addicted to Diet Coke. It was crazy.
McBrown?
No, not it was.
He went through a Diet Coke phase.
Yeah. But this guy lived with like, you'd be like, dude, I'm doing so good. I haven't had Diet Coke in forever. And then I'd watch him relapse, and he would just go get 2 liters and drink them in like a sitting. And I was like,
whoa.
Oh, he's like, bro, I blew it.
I mean, it could be worse. Like that's an addict right there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Diet Coke is
sure beats meth.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
You think Flores is going to win his suit?
No,
I don't think it'll matter.
He'll ever coach, or is he going to be Colin Kaepernick?
It's a good question.
I would love to see the Patriots bring him back as a coordinator or something.
I think it's a bold move because I think he definitely gets blackballed, right? He's the people there he's trying to like get the jobs from.
Well, he's got to think then that he's got a chance of some sort of like compensation from it, right?
You don't make this move unless you're pretty confident.
And what I've heard is that people are saying he might be able to, even if he doesn't coach again in the NFL, he could go coach in college.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it still carries the reputation down there, right? Of like this guy might be a malcontent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with all the stuff coming out about it, though, where the Dolphins owner was talking about paying him $100K to like for each loss so that they could tank the season.
That's the best. That's my favorite part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's the same owner who, like bought into some like sports gambling company too. So it's just like massive conflict of interest. So I think that's the bigger part of the story.
What is his case like? What is he trying to prove that?
Well, he's trying to prove that that's why he got fired, is because it was supposed to be like hard to work with, but really it was because he actually had some fucking morals and wasn't going to.
So he's like arguing I wasn't fired fairly.
Right. Yeah.
So what does like Brian Daboll and all that have to do with anything then?
Well, I think that's a separate piece.
Discriminated against.
Yeah, he's been discriminated against.
And even getting.
See, that's what I can't understand though. He's being discriminated against by getting fired or not getting hired.
Both.
It seems like this is just like a litany of shit that's happened to him, but I don't understand like if there's a focus behind it.
I think it's a bit of all of it.
I think it's discrimination getting the job and then wrongful termination.
Right.
Because he wouldn't do something immoral or illegal. Right.
Yeah.
It's gotta be illegal to pay your coach to fucking lose.
Yeah, that sounds like something you could win if you could prove that.
Right.
To not get hired, I think is like that's gonna be a tough sell.
Well, that's always super hard to prove until you have mistaken text from
exactly. Yeah, I think that text, right. And then the whole thing with
before you're gonna interview, you're like, what the fuck are we doing here, guys? Just say you're hiring him. You're only just giving me a token interview, wasting my fucking time.
Right, because of the Rooney Rule, right?
Right, yeah. But it's they're not taking it seriously.
Well, of course they're not. Everybody knows that rule was bogus. Like that's honestly the dumbest way ever to try and like
I agree.
Have a more diverse head coach. Mm-hmm. Let's force them to interview people as token interviews. It's like that you have to like create a better pool of like diverse candidates that they can select from. You know?
Uh-huh.
But that being said, it's hard to prove that until you have text from Bill Belichick.
Exactly.
4 days before your interview saying, congrats on the job. Yeah. Oh, just kidding. It's the white guy with a very similar name.
Yeah. And then the whole thing with the Broncos.
What does that prove though? That they'd never wanted to hire him in the first place. Not that he didn't get the job.
They're conducting sham interviews for that.
Right. Yeah.
But like, that's not even like wronging him necessarily. I mean, it wastes his time, but
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I think that's why he's doing it though, is kind of to
him
make
getting
a stand
fired. That seems pretty clear to me. He's losing out on the money he would have had from the contract, and he wants that money reimbursed.
If this had been the Patriots instead of the Giants, like the Giants can't even do racism right? They even fuck that shit up. We would be finding so many first round picks and $1 bajillion and like,
yeah. Do you think there's going to be any sort of fallout for any of these teams?
There has to be fallout, but one for the coach or the owner paying the coach to lose. That's incredible.
Yeah.
The NFL can't have that, right?
But they've already come out and said the NFL's already come out and like issued a statement where it's like, oh, this is bogus.
Oh yeah, they're closing ranks around their own, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's what I think they'll do. Yeah. I think they're gonna all close ranks and be like, no, we're in this together. Nobody.
And how much shit have they swept under the rug with Dan Snyder, right?
Exactly. And Colin Kaepernick, they're all like, well, we're just going to do it all the same here.
Yeah.
No one gets in trouble as long as no one breaks ranks.
Exactly.
It's some bullshit. It's a fucking monopoly, right?
Dude, I kind of like how we're getting like a better look at like some of these like front office
scumbags.
Or just like the shit that goes on. Because you kind of always knew that like they always like put this professional face out there.
Yeah.
You know, and all these like really polished statements and stuff. But you're like behind closed doors, they're probably just like anybody. They're just like, scheming and doing bullshit and like the way they talk to each other, and with the Gruden stuff and now this, we're like, all right.
Yeah. This is how the sausage is made.
Oh yeah. Let's see you try and pull a fucking nice polished statement after this, some dickheads.
I love it. And it's Belichick that's bringing the whole fucking thing down. It's the best. By just being a fucking old idiot on his phone.
Beautiful.
And we've all done. Everybody can relate to that too. It's so relatable. I bet Flores comes back. Belichick would probably bring him back and Kraft.
That would be the best thing. Yeah.
Kraft bring him back.
I could see that.
Kraft almost feels to me like he's like towards the end of his tenure. He's getting up there in age and seems like his faculties are going a little bit. And I think it's probably Jonathan that's going to be taking over eventually, sooner rather than later, I would imagine.
But Flores is the defensive coordinator and Bill O'Brien is the offensive coordinator. That could be pretty good.
But you already have Mayo and Stevie B as the, de facto defensive coordinators that nobody will actually call a defensive coordinator.
They can definitely be better though, because the defense didn't seem to evolve at the end of the season, right? They went down pretty.
They fell off at the end,
yeah. And I think some of that was the coaching.
I think that's a bigger. If you want to talk about like, okay, yeah, they can't get like diverse head coach hires, it's because of things like Steve Belichick, where they're like, this guy's only getting these advancements because he's the coach's son.
Oh, there's a ton of nepotism in there.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's necessarily like that he's related. It's just that a lot of guys, like, I mean, look at
coaching trees.
Yeah, like who the Vikings just hired. The Vikings just hired McVay's offense coordinator, whatever the fuck it was.
Yep.
Who's like never called plays or anything, but he's still like now becoming a head coach because he's from the McVay tree. You know, so it's like it's all just the boys club, right?
The good old boys club.
Yeah. So it's who you know, not what you know.
Which like I kind of like agree with. Is like, I don't know. It's hard to.
I mean, if you're putting your $1 billion franchise in somebody's hands, you want it to be somebody who, like, you know, you kind of have an idea of.
Would you throw $100,000 at them?
Well, right, it was that. And then Hugh Jackson comes out. I was like, oh yeah, I got paid to lose too. It's like, yeah, sure you did.
Yeah, don't come at me with that, Hugh. You just sucked.
Yeah. Well, then you must have made a ton of money. So
yeah, show me the yacht and I'll believe you.
How many houses did that buy you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that the meme where it's like you know, Brian Flores like, oh, I was getting paid $100,000 per game to lose, and then it was like Hugh being like, oh, I got paid $50K, and then there was like Adam Gase was like, you guys are getting paid.
Poor Adam.
Yeah. Well, there's rumors that he might be the next New England offense coordinator.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Oh God.
It's a tough PR move, but Belichick's never been afraid of that.
Yeah, it's not even a PR move. That's a tough football move for me. And crazy eyes. I don't know about that.
Yeah, he has not done himself any favor with his media appearance.
Because hasn't like wasn't there a thing where like all the quarterbacks who left his system did better? So I know Tannehill with the Dolphins was one, and then I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Darnold with the Jets, and like he actually started off well with the Panthers. I was like, oh, look, as soon as you leave Adam Gase's system, you thrive.
Yeah, it's been sort of riding the Peyton Manning.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Like way too long.
Mm-hmm.
I like Bill O'Brien because then you get a little bit of the college game pulled forward, you know? There can be more of that in the Pats offense. And
it's true.
He knows, like Mac Jones knows that really well.
Alabama
time, right?
Hmm?
Were they ever there at the same time? Was B.O.B.?
I don't believe so, no.
I don't think it was either.
No.
But either way, it can't be like significantly different. So
right, and also that Bill O'Brien was the one that implemented that dual tight end thing back in 2011 when he was here with Gronk and Aaron.
And his butt chin. Elite status.
Elite butt chin.
Unlike Tom Brady's, who's somehow has disappeared.
Yes.
Interesting.
Riddle me that. How does that happen, Greg?
It's all that water he's drinking.
We pinpointed the year, if I remember. It was like 2003.
Yeah. No, it's actually, it kind of faded as it went on. I saw a picture of like all his headshots from each year, and it would like slowly get smaller and smaller every year. I'm going to blame the NFL chin straps. That's what I'm blaming it. Like rubbed it down.
That's some solid spin there, Andy.
Yeah, Tom Brady, he's perfect.
In no time, he's going to hire you. You're on my team.
As he should. I'm good at this
stirring up
social media game. I'm good at social media.
How many Twitter followers do we have, Andy? What's our social media footprint?
We have, let's find out. Oh boy. How do I use Twitter?
Greg, do you want to guess?
Yeah. How many Twitter followers do you think we have?
I'm not good at this because I don't ever go on Twitter.
This account has been alive since December 2017, apparently.
Well, that image thing probably got a bunch, right?
Got a handful.
300?
That's a decent guess, Steve.
Oh, geez. I was going to say 700.
I wish. Greg, we have 444 followers.
Oh, 444. That's a fucking best number to say.
Out, dude.
Yep.
We should not accept any more followers.
Thanks to Samantha A, who followed us about 10 minutes ago.
What's up, Sam?
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
People are enjoying the fact that I've just been, because to prepare for this podcast, I decided to do what I do best, and that's nerd. So I was going through all the my favorite Tom Brady stats, and the one that I found today was Tom Brady is third all time in the NFL with most rushing touchdowns over the age of 35.
That's pretty good.
21 rushing touchdowns.
I think
Behind
he's
only
first in rushing yards over 40.
He is,
or like and like receiving too, or something like that too.
He is second in receiving yards behind Jerry after turning 40 years old. Jerry Rice is first with 2,169. Tom Brady is second with 6. Brett Favre is third with -2.
Brett.
I want to see that play. A 40-year-old Brett Favre catching a 2-yard backward pass.
I believe it was
up too.
I think it was like a pass that got deflected that he caught himself.
He used to love doing that.
Oh, you love that shit. He was a football player, Greg. It was all backyard football.
Gunslinger, dude.
Gunslinger.
That's backyard football, you know?
That's backyard football.
Catching your own pass, run around, throw it again.
So do you guys have any favorite like Tom Brady like stats that don't seem real but are?
No, Andy, I don't nerd out like you do.
Jesus.
Just tell me your stat.
You're fucking useless. Greg, do you have any?
Well, my stat was that the last time that Tom Brady wasn't in the NFL, I still had a bowl cut, which is outrageous to think about.
That's outrageous.
Just think of the last time you saw somebody with a bowl cut.
You had a bowl cut like freshman year of college.
Oh yeah, didn't you bring that back?
That
brought it back.
That was like a couple days to be funny.
Yeah.
But back when I was like 12 or whatever, I had a legitimate bowl cut.
Didn't you have a rat's tail at that point?
No, that was me.
Yeah.
I had a bowl cut at some point as well.
Pretty sure we all did. I'm pretty sure that was just the haircut your mom had you get at Supercuts in the early 2000s. Just default.
It's a hell of a look, I tell you.
It's a ridiculous look.
It's
awful.
awful.
Call it a mushroom cut either. It looks like a mushroom more than a bowl.
Well, I think because they used to put a bowl over your head and then just like clip around it, hence the bowl cut.
Is that how you cut your bowl cut when you're in college, Greg?
Yeah.
With a bowl?
You put a bowl on?
Yeah.
Who cut it for you?
Kelly.
Kelly did? This is before you guys were even dating, right?
Maybe right around the same time.
So she knew what she was getting into.
Yeah. Way to move her, Greg.
It looked bad.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I don't. Those are like photos that I don't even share because I can't have them getting out.
I have that one. That's how I know it.
That's how bad they are.
We could tweet
this is the man who
Doug has a whole lot more followers. They'll get up to our 700.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
A picture of Greg in a bowl. Adult picture of Greg with a bowl.
Don't even think about it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we have you as your half beard face on most of our social media.
That's fine.
That's
fine with that.
Bowl cut, not so much.
Yeah. The bowl cut was at a low point in my life.
So when you met Kelly.
The bowl cut was the low point in your life.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's all been downhill since then, right, Greg?
Yep.
No good. Kelly doesn't listen to this podcast, does she?
No.
She knows better than that.
Of course not, Andy. Come on now.
Well, you didn't think Mom did too until she started calling you on it.
Yeah, what's up, Mom? She's our most loyal listener now.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very naughty.
That's right. It's Greg. That's what she says whenever you come home. I was listening to the podcast. You know what you've been?
Sometimes a naughty boy.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So, Steve, you don't have any favorite Tom Brady moments, memories?
It's hard to choose just one, Andy.
All right.
It's such a wild ride.
There's a lot of them. That's true. All right.
We're reliving them too. Why do I,
We are reliving them, yeah.
Every single moment of it.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of crazy. This definitely ends. Maybe he unretires. Goes to Vegas. Hooks back up with Josh.
Oh boy,
dude! Mike Florio's putting that take out there.
It must be.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
I hate Mike Florio. He's such a nerd.
I was just being a fucking jack.
Mike Florio is in favor of the taunting penalties.
Oh, is
he
that
thinks
asshole?
They need to clean up the game. It's like, dude, you're the only person in the world with this take.
So who is he in the Nazi regime, Greg?
No, he's just a fucking nerd, dude.
Steve.
Such a nerd.
He's the guy that that crunched all the numbers for the trains.
Very efficiently run, though.
See, there you go. Mike
Hey,
Florio. Kelly knows she's being talked about.
Me?
No,
Yep.
the other Kelly.
I don't know. Last name Kelly?
Kelly, Greg had a question.
Yeah.
Is he closer to Tom Brady athletically than you are to Giselle looks wise?
What's a crazier statement? I'm a better athlete than Tom, or you're better looking than Giselle.
You're a better athlete.
There was no pause
Tom's
there or
not very
nothing.
athletic, you know?
Right.
Is all I'm saying.
I'm beautiful.
Okay. I agree, Kelly. Ultimately, we ended up coming to the conclusion that was the case.
Well, we came to the conclusion we weren't touching that answer with a 10-foot pole, but
That's true. And I just thought it out verbally.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's okay. I understand. Okay.
All right. Bye, Kelly.
Bye,
I love
Kelly.
you.
Good night.
oh goodness. Well, all right. So what else you got? You guys want to do your Tom Brady best and worst?
No, we already did that when he left the Patriots.
Did we?
Let's go through my topic list from the chat, the group chat.
Okay.
I feel like we covered a lot of it. Go on.
Okay, 1, Tom Brady retirement general thoughts. We got that.
Check.
2, Josh McDaniels moving on thoughts and Las Vegas predictions. How do you think he's going to do there?
Mediocre.
I think he'll do pretty
Steve?
good. I think take 2. He'll be much better.
Me too. I think Derek Carr is pretty good, actually.
He's
Yeah, that's
sneaky,
true.
he doesn't have a super high ceiling, but he's also got a pretty high floor.
I think it depends
That
on
coach was good, though.
Yes.
I feel bad for that guy. The interim coach, he
Yeah.
really held that ship together and did a good job.
Just didn't give him a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently all the players loved him too.
Yeah. I think you'd have to for them to be able to
Yeah.
keep that team together.
All right, number 3, Brian Flores. Is he racist or am I racist?
I think we've covered that one. You are very racist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
4, here's a good one. Creative ways to waste time in the offseason. Now that, NFL is about to be over, what are you guys going to be doing? How do you spend your time?
I'm going to be wiping shit off of my son's bottom side for the foreseeable future.
Andy's gonna get elbow deep in the poop game.
That's
Dad-
fair.
I call it Daddy Diaper Depot. You fill them, we spill them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Old Stinky Fingers McGee.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to be spending my off season.
I'm gonna redo
Stacking
my
piles of shit. That's sweet, Andy.
Yeah.
Steve?
Stack them
redoing
piles.
my bathroom.
Oh, damn.
Smash that shit to bits.
Ooh.
That's the fun part. It's putting it back together.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Wordle?
Oh, yeah. Kill it.
I'm fucking addicted to Wordle.
I've never done it.
Just got sold.
Yeah, New York Times.
Yeah.
They'll probably charge money for it.
Yeah. And then they'll
Yep.
kill it. But then a nerd, Greg, your least favorite people will clone it and make it free again. So it will live
Hmm.
on forever.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Survivor. You guys watch Survivor ever?
No.
No.
Like the TV show?
Yeah. Tell me what season Survivor is on.
They're like
It's-
40 something.
No, because it's close to Tom Brady's career. I remember this at the beginning of this.
Really?
I think it was like a year after Brady's career started. Survivor started. He did 22 seasons, so I'm gonna say 21.
It's 42.
Yeah. That's what
Oh, well,
I think they
not.
do 2 a year, Steve.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're right. They started coming out like early 2000s.
Okay.
It's still going.
Still going, dude.
Who's watching?
And I don't know, but I saw a commercial for it when I was watching football. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to bring up.
Uh-oh.
Jake from State Farm?
Hmm.
Dude, that guy got fucking railroaded.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Remember Jake from State Farm, the original
one?
Jake,
The white guy?
the nerdy white guy?
The what are you wearing, Jake?
Yeah, what are you wearing, Jake?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy was a real State Farm employee.
Really?
They just pulled to do the commercial. Yeah, he actually did that job.
Oh, damn.
And everybody loved the commercial.
Yeah.
And then they just go and hire this like fucking actor, this like really good looking actor to replace him. And they don't even change the guy's name. He's still Jake from State Farm. Meanwhile, this guy who made the thing famous has to go schlep back to his desk. And, now he's just fucking probably making like $30K a year. It's
and you know
bullshit.
Every time he picks up the phone, he's like, a State Farm, this is Jake. Like, oh, wait, are you Jake from State Farm? He's like,
yeah, what are you wearing, Jake?
Yeah, but he's done that for everybody at the company named Jake.
Yeah, but he should get paid for that.
He probably does. He probably gets royalties.
He did a great job in that commercial. The delivery was great. The look was great.
How do you know he didn't get paid?
I'm sure he did, but the fact that State Farm thinks, oh, we've got a good thing going here, let's switch it up to this like really
Actor
good
Jake.
looking, but not in like an aggressive way, like
I know what it is.
approachably.
I know what it is, Greg. It's because the guy's black, isn't it?
Is he black? I don't even know. Right? That's what makes a good actor in a fucking.
It's because he looks like Pat Mahomes. We've already gotten about that.
Dude. Insurance commercials are the fucking worst, dude. Don't even get me started on Flo from Progressive. That bitch.
No, the worst are fragrance commercials. Those ones.
Yeah, because they make no sense.
They
just look like a fever dream. Yeah. Like why is the U2 guy playing a guitar in front of wolves in the desert plains?
When you actually like verbally describe what you're seeing, it's so funny.
It's ridiculous.
Oh god.
But at least they're not like built to make you angry like Flo is. Like her only intention is to anger you enough that she's memorable, which is such an obnoxious business plan.
It's true. Yeah. No, I have a friend who works for Liberty Mutual, and that's what he says. He's like, we make it as obnoxious as possible so you can't forget it.
Yeah.
And it works. He's like, our numbers are sky high right now.
This is your whole strategy as a person.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
We have to get Kelly back in here.
Say that.
Do we have to get Kelly back in here, Greg?
Dude, I can't even believe you'd say that. Compare me to Flo.
That's a little strong. I will agree.
I'm not a corporate shill, Steve. I'm a man of the people.
Oh yeah.
Me and Jake. I stand with Jake, the real Jake, not the fake Jake. Fuck the fake Jake.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, and let's get Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, real original State Farm. You know? Really, way to think outside the box.
They could use that money to pay Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have cost as much.
Better commercial.
Man of the people.
Yeah. Yep. My boy Jake. Although I don't know, that shit'll ruin a person. I remember Jared from Subway.
Yep.
Same thing. And then what happened?
Here's a question.
Oh god.
Was Jared always a pedophile, or did the fame make him a pedophile?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can answer that.
I'm gonna guess that the fame just gave him access to act on it. You know,
right?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
And like Hillary Clinton, did she always eat babies, or was it only when she became?
No, she was introduced to that by the Illuminati.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh damn. All right. What else is on your list, Greg?
Okay, let's see. We got past that one. I think the next one I had. How many hard-boiled eggs is too many hard-boiled eggs?
So I have a follow-up for this question. Too much for what? Are we talking about ingesting?
Oh yeah, eating.
Are we talking about like filling a swimming pool? Because I think you fill a swimming pool, that I think it'd feel kind of cool.
And we're also
there's a specific limit on how many too many when it starts spilling over the top.
Maybe.
Are you just eating the hard-boiled eggs, just popping them in your mouth, or are you making like egg salad out of them?
Yeah.
Eating them.
Are we blending them? Like making them into a shake?
Yeah.
Which end do you eat them with? Which end do you stick them when you eat them?
I don't know, the skinny end of the top.
I was talking about your end, but yeah, okay.
Oh, my mouth.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then probably 6.
I do 2 a day. Eggy Greggy, pecan man. My other thing is pecans. I love pecans.
Oh man.
So every day I
Greggy,
have
the
2 hard-boiled
pecan
eggs and a handful of pecans.
How many times do you say Eggy Greggy a day though? It's more than 2.
Oh yeah, well I think it in my head quite a bit. Yes, but I'm generally alone most of the day, so I don't think I say it out loud very often.
How many times has Kelly heard you say the phrase "eggy Greggy"?
Well, around Christmas, eggnog season, obviously that got a lot of play.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Eat with it.
She's eating the same amount though.
Okay.
She's eating the same amount. Four hard-boiled eggs. We got one of those little cookers from like a late night infomercial.
Oh, I've seen it.
Great. Yeah.
I got Ellie one of those for Christmas once.
Makes them perfect every time.
Mm.
All right. Next topic.
Stick them in water. It's pretty easy.
Is Andy a traitor to the podcast for skipping 2 weeks for his child's birth? I'm going to get ahead of this and say yes. Eve, thoughts?
Yeah, double down on that.
Yeah.
Counterpoint.
Andy, thoughts?
Y'all could have done this without me, and you fucking didn't. So
We tried.
did you?
Yeah.
It was the day you had the baby too.
Oh, really? How'd it go?
Mhm. Well, we texted each other and we're like, we should do an episode. I actually said, I got something I want to get off my chest. It was the Jake from State Farm.
You've been sitting on that for 3 weeks.
Just because
Like if Greg is saying we should do a podcast, he's got something.
Oh yeah, always. Yeah,
I was really worked up about the Jake thing.
because it's rarely that Greg is the one who suggests, "Hey, are we doing a podcast this week?"
Yeah.
It's always me and Steve being like, "Hey, we gonna do this?" Like, okay, yes, Thursday 7. Yeah, okay. And then Greg be like, "I might be there."
I'll be a little late.
The game though.
But yeah, we never figured it out.
I am
We
shocked.
pushed it one day and then we were like, well, we'd have to figure out the Zoom and record function. And
Yeah.
I just fuck it.
Get out of
Pull
record.
apart pretty quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a surprise at all.
But we were willing, and that's what really matters.
Yes.
It was a thought that counts, huh?
Yeah. And I think this proves that you're the traitor of the podcast.
It does.
Yep.
I think it proves that I am the most valuable player of this podcast.
I think you have no honor. You don't really care about the podcast and that you're not in it for the same reasons me and Steve are in it.
Yeah, great.
Love of the game. Love of the pod.
Love of
Attack his character. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know if he's had this child. That could be anybody's child.
You can rent babies.
You can rent babies.
You can rent
nowadays.
babies. I should try renting a baby. You should try renting a baby.
See, now he's trying to play it off.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
He's trying to cover his tracks.
Yeah. Look at this. Just make a joke about it. And that's
Dude,
interesting.
Flip flopping like a politician.
He always does that when he lies, doesn't he,
You
Steve?
think he even cares about this podcast?
He doesn't. I don't think he does. And he didn't even watch the game that other week.
That's
I
true.
did watch the
He hasn't
game.
watched a game in like a month.
It's unbelievable.
Wait, you watched the game, Greg?
That one time,
The whole game?
Yeah, where we did the Freaky Friday.
most of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, do you watch the whole thing with the commercials, Andy? I didn't think so.
If the commercials are in there, I usually do. Because the old school commercials are pretty dope.
That is sweet, actually. Yeah, some
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
It doesn't
That's
happen
one
very
thing
often.
I hate about like playoff season is you get so many commercials because I really don't watch anything with commercials because it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Zone. I don't.
Yeah, you
Like
stream
Netflix,
everything else,
right? Yeah, streaming stuff. So the only time I really watch a lot of commercials is NFL playoffs.
Live football, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
and it's fucking obnoxious.
brutal.
The kickoff commercial is the worst fucking thing in the world.
Which one?
Score a touchdown, commercial. Kick off the ball, commercial. Fucking.
Oh, I think they stopped doing that.
Yeah, that they yeah.
So,
I think they stopped doing that like a
they'll
year
do it
ago.
every time, but they'll do it.
Yeah,
So growing up,
a 2-minute warning one. They still do that where someone call it timeout, or they'll have a 2-minute warning break, and then they'll do one play timeout, and then they'll go to commercial, and you're like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yep.
so growing up, it used to drive us all bananas that mom would mute the commercials. So she didn't have to listen to
I
them.
remember this, yeah.
But I do that now.
Me too.
I mute the commercials.
It's actually Flow.
Oh, it's any commercial. As soon as I know there's any, I'll mute the commercial.
Actually flow.
Yeah.
It's another fucking insurance commercial. It's Jake. Where's the remote, Kelly?
Dude, I'll like scramble over the couch to find the remote just to
Yeah.
shut that bitch up.
It's true. Yeah, I mute all commercials.
Yeah,
I don't
I
actually
mute
know
them
what
too.
I'm saying. So,
I'm at a point now where I'm willing to pay for no commercials.
well, we have Hulu, and it's actually the worst because you pay, but then you still have commercials, and it's the same fucking commercial every time.
Yeah.
So I've seen the Liberty Mutual commercial probably 3,000 times at this point, conservatively.
Look at the counter, though.
That
The counter honestly makes it easier because you're like, this will be over in 10.
That's true. Because I know when to unmute now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
They just need more people like Costco.
Or the original Jake from State Farm.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Original. Yeah. Need him back.
Yep.
See if you can get him on the pod, Greg. Reach out to him and be like,
all right,
just call up State Farm until you get Jake. Be like, yo, Jake. Love you in the commercial, dude. You want to come on the pod?
Thank you for calling State Farm. This is Jocelyn. Hey, is Jake there? I'll just call back. Click.
just keep calling back till I get somebody named Jake.
Doesn't even match. It's the same one.
Yeah. He comes on the podcast and it's the current Jake.
The actor Jake.
Dude, he's like ripped too.
Yeah.
Of course he is. Yeah, he's an actor.
No, you would never know that by the commercials because you just like they make him so like they soften him up a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Feminizing men. There's another thing, okay?
All right, Jerry Callahan, calm yourself.
Fucking Alex.
All this K-pop, you know, it's ruining our American culture.
Yeah. It's turning all the frogs gay.
Yeah.
Buy my supplements.
Buy my supplements.
Oh shit. All right. Anything else on your list, Greg?
No, that's everything I had.
That was it. We're gonna end on the trader stuff. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's next week?
We're actually gonna do a game, right?
This is Super Bowl.
You tell me.
You guys
I tried to do a game this week.
Predictions?
Oh, yeah, let's do some Super Bowl predictions on our way out.
Rams are gonna win it.
Give me winner. Give me MVP.
Rams. Odell Beckham Jr.
Rams, Aaron Donald.
You actually might be onto something, Steve, with that Cincinnati.
Yeah, well, you know, he really
line.
frees up space for the other rushers, you know.
I would love it if he wins MVP.
That's their favorite line is like, yeah, we haven't called his name a lot, but you know, he's get double teamed so the other guys can get free. It's like, shut the fuck up. Okay.
Like I'm Von Miller now. So you can't double team him.
All right. Mine is I would like to say Cooper Kupp because watching him this year, he's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
For like the physical skills he has to play that good and be that productive is amazing. It's not that tall, not that fast, not that strong, but he's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. But I'm gonna go Bengals because I think they're gonna win.
The Bengals.
The Bengals.
The Bungles.
And I mean, and they're probably gonna give it to Joe Burrow.
Yeah, because of course. So Joe Burrow has never lost a playoff game in his NFL or college career.
He played like 2 in college.
Yeah, I mean that's true. And 2 in. Has he played 2? Yeah, he played 2 in.
4-0.
So pretty good. I mean, how many games did Tom Brady win in a row to start his career? Playoffs. Like 10 or 11?
Would you count the bowl game as playoffs?
No, I'm just talking
It
NFL.
was college playoffs back then, but he won the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, I'm just talking
about
NFL.
high school.
Yeah.
I don't think you won much in high school.
What about Pee Wee?
Brady?
What about baseball?
But he won what? At least
Shut the fuck up.
3 in 01, 2 in 03, right?
Oh, Steve's brain. Here it goes. It's about to explode or implode.
Dude, mental math. I'm a mental midget.
You're killing it right now, Steve. Keep going. Keep going. You got this.
I don't know.
I can feel it. I can feel it.
I don't know when it ends. I don't know when his streak ends.
His streak ended when he lost in the playoffs to the Broncos.
So he went 3 straight years without.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make the playoffs the middle year. So he did 3 Super Bowls without losing a game.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 wild card game in that though. It was
So 10. And then maybe 11 if they won a game before Denver.
They did, but it was still only 10.
Okay.
Because they weren't a wild card team in any of those runs.
Right. Except for the first one. Thought that Raiders was a wild card game.
Nope, that was divisional round. It was that game and then the Steelers. So he was 10-0 before he lost to the Broncos in Denver.
Yeah, suck on that, Joe Burrow.
2005, yeah.
Got a lot of way.
Talking about Patrick Mahomes. Gonna be the next Tom Brady.
Do you guys hate him? I hate him.
Mahomes? I don't hate him.
You don't hate him?
I hate everybody else around him, but Patrick Mahomes I kind of like.
No, the hate movement's growing for Patrick.
Really?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Caused by his girlfriend or fiance.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of chitter chatter online about it.
She's not helping his.
Oh no, she's awful, and his brother's terrible too.
Yeah, they're not doing
the brothers
the same way. Adam Gase's
terrible.
eyes weren't doing him any favors. Those two aren't doing Pat any favors.
But Patty Mahomes, I mean, he's fine. Seems like a down to earth kind of guy. Oh?
Yeah.
Did you know his dad played baseball?
Did you know that
Shortstop
Patrick went to Harvard?
The classic one.
And Chris
Antonio
Hogan
Gates played
lacrosse.
basketball.
Yeah.
Julian Edelman was a quarterback in college.
No, there's something there though. There's something there.
Really?
I don't like him either. I can't really tell why. Maybe it's like the success, but like
you just don't like the media's coverage of him.
That's exactly.
That's
Greg
possibly
hates
it, too.
whoever the media likes. Greg hates him. If they're blowing,
But I like Josh
Greg
Allen.
hates him. For now, you'll
Yeah,
soon
yeah.
turn and find some reason, some obscure clip of Josh Allen after a game in Pee Wee smacking some dude with an open hand, and you'd be like, "Well, see, look, he's a piece of shit. He's not that good."
You're probably right. No, there's definitely a trend there of people I hate. They're all like the ones that
The media loves
everybody
The
loves.
media darlings, yeah. Joe Burrow's up next. I can feel it.
Yeah,
That's
Joe,
because the media are not men of the people like I am. Like I see the chitter chatter online. I know what the real people think, and then the dichotomy between the media saying and what the people online say. People don't like Aaron Donald either. A lot of chitter chatter online about that as well. I'm not the only one.
Greg's been having all these late night conversations with Jake from State Farm about Aaron Donald, and he's just not a
Look it
fan.
up. Google it. Do your own research, Andy.
Oh God. What is
I
it
hope,
with
this,
Aaron's?
I hope this podcast documents my like slide into
Right-wing
like,
conspiracy theories.
Yeah, internet fucking.
Comet ping pong. Here we come.
Yep.
Fucking Greg.
A lot of chitter chatter out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of birdies tweeting.
And all the conservative circles, all the conspiracy circles.
Oh, dude, you don't even know about the circles I know about.
Greg gets a new computer and thinks he's the wizard.
you know
of the
there was a
internet.
deep dark
You
web?
also said on the same podcast, I don't know how to Twitter. Andy, you have 300 followers? Is that a lot?
My
A lot
favorite
of
was when
chitter-chatter.
Greg posted his first blog post to Reddit. And all the guys came out with the semantics. Like, oh, well, he got this first thing wrong in the first paragraph, so I didn't read the rest of it.
How did that
Yeah,
make you
dude,
feel, Greg?
people on the internet are the worst.
They are the worst.
The worst.
These same people who are saying that Aaron Donald is bad.
Yes.
That's different, Steve.
Okay.
No,
I'm just trying to clarify here.
no.
Okay.
Explain it to us,
People are
Greg.
right. The people
It's a
who
very
criticize
fine
you get fucked.
line. It's a very fine line.
Yeah, and that fine line is what I believe to be true and what I believe to not be true.
Did they criticize me?
Fuck them.
No,
That's the bad internet.
You know what? I'm not even going to give you guys any more material. I'm nice to people online. I've told you that, right?
No. You
I'm
intentionally go out of your way to be
intentionally nice to people online
Yeah, me too. Watch
because nobody talks like you read online. Everyone's so like sarcastic and passive aggressive with each other that you're like, I've never like been around people that like have the balls to talk to each other like this. And I'm like, I'm not going to say shit online that I don't speak like in real life because otherwise I'm a pussy. So I just am nice to people.
You're not a keyboard warrior? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude. It's just kind of like, it's kind of stupid to be like, I would talk to him like this on the internet, and then if I saw him in real life, be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean that." It's like, what the fuck did you say it then? Like,
that's what the internet is all about, though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think that's healthy, and I don't think it's like
shit. But that's
I think everybody in the internet's a pussy except for me. That's why I'm nice.
Oh, good.
For someone to criticize this podcast and you in it.
That'd be great. Yeah. So if you're listening,
yes, please criticize Greg.
Yeah. You can tweet at us and I will tell Greg because he doesn't know how to Twitter, obviously.
We'll relay it to him.
Yeah.
Andy will relay it.
Or you can text the Dynasty hotline. What's the number? Neither of you have any chance to remember.
Is Indiana Jones there?
603-505-8043 is the quickest way to insult Greg Brown. So just shoot a text to that number.
Just don't say anything you wouldn't say in real life to my face.
I think we should put it up on the internet.
And to just remember, he's almost as athletic as Tom Brady.
That's right. Well, he's closer to being an athlete as Tom Brady as Kelly is too.
Right, exactly. Yeah. He's further away. Oh, God.
Unless that's correct. Then he's just neck and neck with Brady, and Giselle Kelly are miles apart.
There's a great Bill Burr bit about that too, about like people at sporting events that like cussing out the players, telling them they suck, and then like seeing them in the parking lot, be like, "Can you sign my stamp collection?"
Oh man, talking trash is only good if you're funny about it, though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the sarcastic, like passive aggressive, like it's like it just comes off as whiny. Like, be funny. That's
nice
fine.
job, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Oh, nailed him. You got him good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if you say you would never say something online that you wouldn't say in real life, you say all sorts of ridiculous things in real life.
Didn't we go to a Jets game and we kept saying that Geno Smith's ass looked fat in those pants?
I don't remember that one.
The entire game. I'm pretty sure for some reason we latched onto that and told him that his mother was not proud of him. And, certain things like that, because we got seats that were close enough that he could hear us.
That's sweet.
Yeah, especially when he was backed up that one time at the goal line.
He does have childbearing hips, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think we let him know that too.
Yes.
And there was the Lowell Spinners game, which Dad actually left us at because it was so bad. Because Greg was heckling. You were heckling the mascot who was handing out free food, I believe.
See, I do it in real life.
That's what I'm saying. You're probably
I'm about that like fuck around and find out kind of deal, Steve.
You're probably just the asshole on the internet,
Yeah. I don't know why you're not more of an asshole. You've gone the other way.
Yeah.
You're like a reverse ugly duckling.
Not how the internet
You're online than you are in real life.
Yeah, give it time. It'll make me more cynical eventually.
Yeah, the internet
sure
does have that. Especially if you keep posting your own work on the internet.
More time and more insurance commercials. That'll get you there.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Anything else?
No.
I don't think so. Any TV shows you guys are watching? What do you got going on? I hate February, dude. It's gonna kill me.
I'm rewatching Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers, sweet.
Yeah. I don't remember anything about it. I remember watching it and being like, wow, that was awesome. There's a Pacific version as well, which I haven't seen. So I might just watch it.
Yeah, the Pacific version. There's a good World War II in color documentary on Netflix too. You should watch that.
I'd watch
It's like all raw footage from World War II. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching Game of Thrones.
Okay.
First 3 seasons of that shit are so good.
I don't know. I remember it being so slow.
I mean, the ending blows. They screwed that up big time.
Yeah.
But the characters, like the writing is really good.
Yeah. I would definitely pick that up. I feel like the first season was a slog.
Yeah, I could see it. It's a bit slow. I like the little guy though. He's my favorite.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter.
He is great.
That's how you put like diversity in TV shows, by the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just put him in there. You don't make a big deal about it and not be like, he's so empowering because he's short. No, he's empowering because he's a cool character and really well written and like smart and clever and has weaknesses and has strengths. And he just happens to be small, you know?
Okay. And Jake from State Farm just happened to be an employee.
Jake from State Farm.
Bringing it all back. Oh, shit.
The fat guy, though, Samuel Tarley. Oh, God. I have to fast forward through his bits.
Oh, yeah.
I have not seen any of it, so.
You haven't seen it, Andy?
Nope.
None of them?
Well, you got a bunch of free time in your hands, Andy. Get after it.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm watching right now is the back of my eyelids whenever I have a free moment.
What do you do? Walk me through a day right now.
They don't have a beginning and end. So I'll just walk you through what happens on repeat is basically my child will sleep for anywhere between 45 minutes and an hour and a half, which time we will either sleep with him or we will try to get shit done, like dishes and like, ordering toilet paper so that we have something to wipe our asses with. In between wiping his. And then he wakes up and is either hungry or has filled a diaper. And then we will feed him and he'll be awake for probably 20 minutes after that, where we will, show him books of black and white things because that's all he can see right now and take a bunch of pictures of him because he's awake. Then he falls asleep again. Or he doesn't fall asleep and he cries because he has gas pains and will not fall asleep until he farts, which I can 100% understand because that's how I am too. I cry.
You ever just punch him in the stomach, try and get it out?
I haven't yet.
Trying to offer solutions.
I appreciate that. No, I do like the football carry, like having him face down, just like patting the hell out of his back. He loves that. That's about it. That's my life. And it's on a repeat. And so I don't know what day it is. I don't know what month it is. I rarely know if it's night or day.
But I mean, you're just watching TV, right? Like, what do you...
We haven't actually turned the TV on yet.
So what do? You just sit there and look at this thing?
If he's awake, yeah. Otherwise, I'll be sleeping.
It seems like an awful lot of sleeping.
No, it's not. Because it's sleeping 45 minutes at a time, trying to get your 8 hours.
You're not getting your REM.
Yep, not getting my REM.
It's really about the REM. It's
massive about the REM, yeah. And just not getting there. So we're trying now to kind of take turns of like Erin will do all the few cycles in a row by herself while I sleep for a few hours and then we'll swap. Except I can't feed him because I don't have milk.
Oh, so, yeah, we talked about that.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
In great detail.
Thankfully, that wasn't on the recording part.
What about if you got some sort of fake tits, right?
I still don't think they produce milk.
Well, you could put milk in them.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it go bad, though? He's drinking an ounce at a time.
I'm saying like, okay, here's an idea.
Here we go.
A tube on Erin.
Uh-huh.
That filters straight into your fake tit, like jacket.
Yeah.
And then he just sits on there and sucks on the fake nipple.
Okay.
And it's just coming right from the source, baby.
You get a little pump on there?
I have another idea.
Erin don't even have to wake up.
I got another idea. Bottle feeding.
Yeah, I guess that would work too.
I could even hide the bottle inside my shirt and just cut a little hole.
Yeah.
And then he thinks and put a little pillow down my shirt. Yeah. So he gets the full experience. But
and it sounds
I like your idea too, Greg.
Yeah.
Got a siphon system going where me and Erin are attached by
once it starts flowing,
nipples.
it keeps going, baby.
Whatever method you choose, just make sure that fake nipple comes out past the chest hair, Andy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, the chest hair is my worry.
Yeah, you gotta get that past the jungle there.
Yeah. No, we don't want that happening. So
you should shave one breast and then put the picture on the internet, on Twitter.
Well, I've shaved them both once.
Oh, we know what's coming up next from Greg. Bowl cuts and shaved breasts.
No, I did the mustache competition.
I'm doing a mustache right now.
Are you?
You guys can't even tell.
No, that looks like you just shaved.
I know this is like a week and a half.
Really?
No,
Yeah,
is it?
because it's super blonde. I get like wicked bushy like side beard.
Yeah.
That's why I've never done a mustache. But I figure like I have to try it at some point.
Oh, I grow a great.
I feel
So it's
like you need to air quotes every time you use the word mustache for that.
Yeah, it's not a great mustache. I understand it, but it's not going to stop me from trying
And it never does.
and seeing where it goes. I might get some dye to see if I can get some color in it. I think that'll really like
Make it
Okay.
pop.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Stay tuned.
Oh, Dad has a bunch of extra dye. Isn't he dyeing his hair like pink?
Can we talk about that? Because that made no sense to me.
No sense. He got a bunch of dye and then he just ended up dyeing his eyebrows.
Yeah, in the family chat, we just get a chat from what was it, mom or dad? They were like,
It was
just
mom.
bought a bunch of hair dye.
Yeah.
Pink, purple,
Yeah.
Yeah.
silver.
Like, well, so what does that mean?
Yeah. And that was it.
And then a mysterious
no follow-up.
picture of our dad's eyebrow, like
Slightly
yellow.
blonde. Yeah.
And still have no idea what any of this means.
I don't understand.
I'm excited though.
Yeah, I want to see where this goes. That's for
Whatever
sure.
Dad's got left over, I'm sure you can borrow
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for your mustache.
That's true.
And you could also dye the other side of your chest hair with the non-shaven side.
And on that note, I think we will leave this till next week
Okay.
because
Like
I need to go get some sleep or attempt it. What is next week?
All right, Andy. I take back what I said about you being a traitor. I didn't mean that.
I don't believe you, but
I was just trying to entertain the people.
I was only doing it because Greg was doing it.
Y'all know where your bread is buttered. So next week,
That's right.
2004, week 12, going all the way back to 2004. We haven't been there in a while. Patriots, Ravens, Brian Billick, Rex Ryan,
All right.
Mike Nolan,
In Baltimore?
Kyle Bowler.
God.
No, in Gillette.
Bowler.
Yeah. So the 7-3 Ravens visiting the 9-1 Patriots for what
Ooh,
should be a
that'd
good game.
And
Yeah.
Sunday night game.
Very well might be. We'll have to find out next week on the Patriots Dynasty podcast. See you later.
See you later.